Very good morning, students. Today we are going to learn new chapter, coordinate geometry. So it is a kind of geometry where the coordinates will be there. The coordinates are denoted by x comma y. So already we have learnt in our ninth standard that x is abscissa and y is ordinate. And we have also learnt how to locate the points on the coordinate plane. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and the meeting point of x-axis and y-axis is origin. This is positive x-axis and it is negative x-axis, positive y-axis and negative y-axis. So this is a coordinate plane. So in this, if I want to locate any point, 1, 2, 3, here minus 1, minus 2, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. So if I want to locate 2 comma minus 4. So x is plus 2. X is plus 2 means here it is, and y is minus 4. So y negative values are there down. So it is minus 3, here minus 4. So 2 comma minus 4, here the point lies. 2 comma minus 4. Now let us take another point, 3 comma 5. So 3, 4 and 5. Here 3 comma 5 is the point. 3 comma 5 is another point. Now in the question, if I am asking you to find how much distance is there between these two. Let us suppose A and this is point B. So the distance between these 2 points, what is the distance from A to B? If A wants to travel to B, how much distance it has to travel? So to get this answer, we have a formula, that is distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. So let A x1 comma y1 be one point and B x2 comma y2 be another point. Let A x1 comma y1 and B x2 comma y2 be the 2 points. If I am asking distance between AB, then the formula is root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is the formula. So the formula is x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So already we are given with 2 points. So one point we will treat it as x1 comma y1. The other point we will treat it as x2 comma y2. So let us substitute directly in the formula, that is root of x1. x1 is 2 minus x2. x2 is 3. So 2 minus 3 whole square plus y1 is minus 4 and y2 is minus 5. So minus 5 minus 4 whole square, which is 2 minus 3 whole square is minus 1 whole square plus minus 9 whole square. So that is root of 1 plus 81, which is root 82 units. So the distance between the 2 points A and B is 82 units root. So this is the formula which we will use for finding the distance between any 2 points. Let us take another question based on this. Find distance between (3 comma minus 2) and minus 4 comma 5. So given points, the procedure to be done like this. Given point A 3 comma minus 2 and B minus 4 comma 5. So distance between AB is given as root of, here it is x1 y1, x2 y2. So the formula we need to write first, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So that is root of x1 minus x2 whole square, that is 3 plus 4 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square minus 2 minus 5 whole square. Root of 7 square plus 7 square, which is 49 plus 49, that is 2 root 49, that is 2 root 7. What else we can write it as root 98. 7 root 98 units. Now let us see another question. So what are the various type of questions are going to come in with this concept, distance between 2 points here. So in the questions he will give 3 points. Let us suppose A 1 comma 2, B minus 2 comma 3, C minus 4 comma 5. So 3 points are given. We know that if 3 points are given, then there is a chance of forming a triangle. A, B, C. The coordinates of A are 1 comma 2 and the coordinates of B are minus 2 comma 3. The coordinates of C are minus 4 comma 5. So we have, if suppose a triangle is there, we have 3 options we can choose. 4 options, that is, first one is scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, and the fourth one is right angle isosceles triangle. Right angle triangle it may be, or fifth option is right angle isosceles triangle. So I will say the conditions. When it is, you just remember these conditions, and moreover write in the notes also. Scalene triangle means AB is not equals to BC is not equals to CA. It means that AB distance, BC distance, CA distance 3 also is not equal. Then we are going to call it as a scalene triangle. I am going to write down. Next, isosceles triangle. When I am going to call isosceles triangle, among these 3, AB, BC, AC, if any 2 are equal, if I am saying AB is equals to AC but not equals to BC, means if any 2 sides are equal, then we can call that triangle as a isosceles triangle. If all sides are equal, then we have to call it as an equilateral triangle. Means if the distance between AB, BC and CA, if we are getting the distance between these 3 points as equal, then we have to call this triangle is equilateral triangle. Then right angle triangle. When I can call it as the right angle triangle means hypotenuse square is equals to opposite square plus adjacent square. Now here there is no 90 degrees, so we cannot guess which one is the hypotenuse. So for that first we need to find out the values of AB, BC, AC. After getting the values of AB, BC, AC, so let me find out the AB value first. AB is equals to root of x1 minus x2, that is 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3 square plus 2 minus 3, 1 square. So 3 square is 9, 9 plus 1 is root 10. Next let me find out BC. BC is minus 2 plus 4, that is 2 square plus 3 minus 5, 2 square. So 2 square plus 2 square, 4 plus 4, root 8. And CA minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5, which is 25 plus 5 minus 2 is 9. So 25 plus 9 is 36, which is 6. So root 36 we are getting, so I am writing it as normal 6. So here the highest number is root 10. So root 10 square if I do, root 10 square is equals to root 8 square plus 6 square. Is it matching? Root 10 square is 10 Root 8 square is 8, but 6 square is 36. So it is not matching to the result. Since it is not matching, we will say that these are not the coordinates of a right angle triangle. Now, in order to check right angled isosceles triangle means first it needs to satisfy the right angle triangle, and in that any two sides equal, then I can call it as a right angle isosceles triangle. So, whenever 3 points are given, these many questions he may ask in the exam. So, he may ask that show the given points are scalene triangle, show the given points are equilateral triangle, show the given points are right angle isosceles triangle. The question may be in any form. So, if 3 points are given, use this format. So, based on the question, based on the points which are given for you, it is a scalene triangle. Why? Because AB distance is root 10, BC distance is root 8 and AC distance is 6. So, since none of the sides are equal, then I will call it as a scalene triangle. Now, previously we learnt 3 points, now let us take 4 points. A 1 comma minus 1, B 3 comma minus 4, C minus 2 comma 3, D 1 comma 5. So, if 4 points are given, what are the questions that he may ask in the exams here? So, A, B, C, D are the 4 points is given. So, it is chance of forming a quadrilateral. Why? Because quadrilateral has 4 sides, so quadrilateral. So, question is what kind of quadrilateral it will form? The question arises in the exam like what kind of quadrilateral forms based on these 4 points. So, if you want to say it as a parallelogram, if you want to say it as a parallelogram, then opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal as well as diagonals also equal. Diagonals equal. Okay, let me give you a figure. So, a parallelogram, this is A, B, C, D is a parallelogram in which opposite sides, the definition of the parallelogram is that two pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal. So, AB is equals to CD, AB is parallel to CD, BC is equals to DA, BC is parallel to DA. So, opposite sides must be equal. So, AB distance and CD distance should be equal, and diagonal AC and BD, AC must be equals to BD. Then I can say that it is a parallelogram. If suppose only opposite sides are equal. So, the next concept here. So, first we learn about parallelogram. Next here, rectangle. So, in rectangle, opposite sides are equal. So, understand the difference between the parallelogram and rectangle. In rectangle, opposite sides are equal. In parallelogram also opposite sides are equal. But in rectangle, diagonals will not be equal. So, diagonals are not equal. Diagonals are not equal. So, rectangle PQRS, in which diagonal PQ and diagonal QS. Here PR is not equals to QS, but PQ is equals to RS as well as RQ is equals to SP. So, if two sides are equal, then I will call it as a rectangle. If diagonals are not equal, then I will call it as a rectangle. If two diagonals equal and opposite sides are equal, then I will call it as a parallelogram. Now, let us talk about another type. This is second. So, write down in notes. Third one, square. If all sides are equal, and all diagonals are equal. Only two diagonals will be there. Diagonals are equal. If all sides are equal and diagonals are equal, you have to call that figure as a square. If J, K, L, M, it is a square, and if JL is equals to KM and JK, KL, LM, MJ, if all are equal, then you have to call it as that type of quadrilateral is a square. Next, rhombus. So when you have to call a quad is given 4 points as a rhombus, all sides are equal, diagonals not equal. So if the given 4 points, if you are getting the distance between AB, BC, CD and DA all are equal, and diagonals AC and BD distance also getting equal, then we can call that particular shape as a rhombus. If it is diagonals are not getting equal, we will call it as a rhombus. If diagonals getting equal, we will call it as a square. If diagonals not getting equal and if opposite sides are equal, we will call it as a rectangle. If both also getting equal, we will call it as a parallelogram. So these are the 4 cases which will arise in our exam. Now let us see what kind of figure it is. So here AB distance x1, y1, x2, y2. So distance between 2 points 1 minus 3 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square minus 1 plus 4 whole square. So that is 1 minus 3 whole square is 4 plus 9. 3 square is 9. 4 plus 9 is root 13. So like this we have to do BC, CD and DA. And make sure that since I have taken the old numbers, I may not get all sides also equal also. So you take the textbook questions and work it out these questions and make sure that what kind of figure we are going to get if 4 points are given, what kind of figure we are going to get if 3 points are given. So based on this, we can do some questions of the exercise which are related to coordinate geometry, which is based on the formula distance between 2 points. Next concept here, find a point on x-axis which is equidistant from point A 2 comma minus 3, B 3 comma minus 4. So we need to find a point on the x-axis which is equidistant from the points A 2 comma minus 3, B 3 comma minus 4. So 2 points are there in the coordinate plane. Let us suppose here is one point, here is one point. So definitely it is crossing the x-axis. It is crossing the x-axis. So one is 2 comma minus 3 and here it is 3 comma 4. Let us suppose 3 comma 4. So one is positive and the other one is negative. So 2 points are there. So when at which point it is going to touch, whether it is some point, what that point we need to find out. So find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from the points A 2 comma minus 3 and B 3 comma 4. Now to get this answer, listen carefully, very important concept this is. Find the point on x-axis. The question may be find the point on x-axis or find the point on y-axis or find the point on axis. 3 types of questions may be asked. So if the question is find the point on y-axis or if the question is find the point on axis. So we know that every point on the x-axis. So this is the x-axis. if I want to call this point, we will call it as 1, 0. This point we will call it as 2, 0. So every point we will represent with number, 0. So every point on the x-axis will be in the form of x, 0. Similarly, every point on the y-axis, if it is 1, 2, we will represent it as 0, 2. Every point on the y-axis will be in the form of 0, y. So we have to remember these things. Every point on the x-axis will be x, 0. Every point on the y-axis will be 0, y. So on the axis, if he is saying, it will be x, y. Every point on the axis, it will be x, y. Now our question is x-axis, so we are assuming that the point is p, x, 0. Let p, x, 0 be a point on x-axis. If it is y-axis, the point will be 0, y. So, since he is saying the word equidistance means from this point P, PA how much distance is there, PB also same distance. That is the meaning of equidistance. So, we are assuming some point as P, that point is having the equidistance from A as well as from B. So, I can write simply PA is equals to PB. If I do squaring on both sides, so it will become PA square is equals to PB square. Why I am doing squaring on both sides? Because the distance between 2 points formula is having square root. So for that reason, if I am doing square, so square and roots get cancelled. So the formula will be left like this. This is x1, y1. So this is x2, y2. This is also x2, y2. So x1 minus x2 whole square, that is x minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 3, 0 plus 3 whole square is equals to p, x minus 3 whole square plus 0 minus 4 whole square. So x minus 2 whole square can be written as x square minus 4x plus 4 plus 9 is equals to x square minus 6x plus 9 plus 16. So x square gets cancelled on both sides. So minus 4x minus plus 6x. So let me do here. So minus 4x, if I transpose to that side, it will be 4 plus 9 is 13. So 13 minus 25 is equals to 6x plus 4x, which is 10x. So minus 12 by 10 is equals to x, that is 6 by 5. So the point is minus 6 by 5, 0. So this is the point which is there on the x-axis and it is equidistant from A as well as from B.